Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about our update 1.2 to our core rulebook. So Marcus and I have been working on a lot of new rules, and one thing we were really kind of focused on is we're kind of breaking down the rules by sets. So we did a little bit with the spells. We really wanted to make skills feel a little bit more unique and have a little bit more fullness to them. So if a character was interested in investing in those, it made it feel like it was more of an accomplishment. So we made a lot of new updates to those. We actually removed trap spells from the game. So we had 3 trap spells before that worked similar to how engineering traps worked. We decided that it kind of limited us in how we were going to do traps for engineering. We wanted to do some more magical traps and stuff like that. So we ended up cutting those from the game. We did replace those with 3 new spells. So there's 3 new spells in the game. One, I believe, is in water, 1 in air, and 1 in arcane. So check those out. We made skills a little bit more standardized. So when I first designed them, we kind of just had a mesh of random numbers. So spellcraft I think had 12 and perception had like 23. So we decided to put every skill at 20 sub skills per tree. So that way everything kind of felt more full and had its own unique flavor to it. We did remove recipes as sub-skills, so like a big part of alchemy was recipes. We kind of figured those shouldn't be their own sub-skills that you have to purchase with XP, so those no longer require XP to buy, and anyone can make them, regardless of if you've invested into like alchemy or engineering or not. We did standardize those as well. So now we have 10 per subtree. So for example, there's 10 elixirs, 10 poisons, and 10 explosives, whereas before there was like 5 or 6 per tree. It was kind of all over the place. We wanted to add some more stuff in to make it feel a little bit better. We did give crafting recipes, or the recipes crafting difficulties, and we kind of standardized those to make it so the harder items to craft are obviously at a higher crafting difficulty, and we redid the crafting mechanics a little bit. Potions and elixirs were combined into one subcategory in alchemy. So before, alchemy had 4. You had potions, you had elixirs, you had poisons, and you had explosives. We removed potions and put them into elixirs because we felt like the benefits were kind of similar. Elixirs kind of gave more of like a quick boost to your battle, whereas potions were kind of just another generic heal or recover spell slots, stuff like that. So we wanted to kind of combine them to give us some more options to play with. We added an entire new skill to the game called Knowledge. While playing and playing some other role-playing games, we kind of decided that Knowledge was something that felt like it was needed for the base game. There was a lot of times we were playing and I would be running the game and I'd kind of be like, well, I don't really have a skill for that exact check. I don't have just a general like make a knowledge check or something like that. So we ended up adding that to fill that gap, and we added the 20 new sub skills into that as well. So there are 9 skills instead of 8. We did do an item section overhaul. So there's the new recipes are included in that with gold costs and everything like that. We added some drinks and lodging, some other basic things, and kind of made it look a little bit cleaner. We're still kind of looking into items, and we're looking to potentially fill it out a little bit more, maybe even a little bit more for the base game. But we're trying to keep the core rulebook to what we feel is necessary to play the game, and leave things that create a lot more rule-intensive things for expansions. That way, someone coming into the game doesn't have to pay anything, can kind of get used to the system. You know, if you're new, you can kind of figure it out a little bit, figure out how to play role-playing games, and then you can add on what you want as you continue down your journey. One other thing we added an additional thing to the lore. So with the Threads of Destiny campaign, I've been going crazy, adding a bunch of new lore in the background. Since Marcus is playing in that, I've been hiding that from almost everyone. But I did add a general section for gods and goddesses in the lore section. So there's, I believe, 28 gods and goddesses in that section. And then we have the 3 expanded religions, like the Church of the Smiling Goddess, and the Paths, that give a little bit more in depth with those. But we wanted to give something that kind of made it feel like these weren't the only religions in the world. And that's going to be it for our 1.2 update. We are already looking into doing more stuff for 1.3 and stuff like that. So we've got a few more ideas for free updates, and we'll keep you guys posted with that as we go.